Picture this, you're casually scrolling through TikTok after a long day, just looking for a bit of entertainment or maybe a funny cat video. Suddenly, your feed is interrupted by something completely unexpected. A video that claims North Korea has sent 700 elite commandos to Burkina Faso, a country in West Africa. The video is slick, dramatic music playing in the background, and the narrator sounds absolutely certain. You pause, your curiosity piqued. Could this really be true? The video shows what looks like real military footage, soldiers in crisp uniforms marching in perfect formation, their faces set in steely determination. The captions flash bold claims, North Korean Special Forces land in Africa, and secret military alliance revealed. It's the kind of content designed to grab your attention and make you want to share it with friends. The soldiers in the video look highly trained, moving in sync as if they've been drilled for years. Their uniforms are immaculate, their movements sharp and precise. It's easy to see why so many people are convinced by what they're seeing. Within hours, the story explodes across social media, TikTok, X, WhatsApp, and beyond. People everywhere are talking about it, sharing the video and debating its authenticity. Some are shocked, others are skeptical, but everyone seems to have an opinion. Has North Korea really sent troops to Africa? Is this the start of something bigger? Some viewers believe this is evidence of a new global alliance forming in secret, a sign that world politics are shifting in ways we can barely understand. They speculate about what this could mean for international relations, for Africa, and for the balance of power worldwide. Others, however, are more cautious. They wonder how such a massive military deployment could happen without being reported by any major news outlet. Why aren't there headlines on CNN or the BBC? Why haven't governments issued statements? The lack of official confirmation only adds to the mystery and the suspicion. The claim taps into real anxieties about global conflict and secret deals between nations. In a world already on edge, it's the perfect recipe for a viral storm, one that spreads faster than the truth can catch up. It's a classic modern conspiracy, a secretive nation with a reputation for military bravado, a crisis-ridden country in Africa, and rumors of shadowy operations happening under the cover of darkness. The story has all the ingredients of a blockbuster thriller, except it's playing out on your phone screen. People start asking bigger questions. Is this the beginning of a new Cold War in Africa? Are we witnessing the rise of new alliances that could reshape the world order? Theories multiply and soon the story is everywhere. Are these governments secretly teaming up behind closed doors? Is there a hidden agenda that the public isn't being told about? The speculation grows wilder with every share and retweet. But here's the truth, stories that seem too wild, too dramatic, and too perfectly timed to be true usually are. In the age of social media, misinformation can spread like wildfire, and it's easier than ever to get swept up in the excitement. In today's hyper-connected world, a single misleading video can create a false reality for millions of people in just a few hours. The line between fact and fiction blurs, and before you know it, a rumor becomes a global talking point. This North Korean commando story is a textbook case of viral misinformation, a reminder that seeing isn't always believing, especially online. The next time you see a sensational claim on your feed, take a moment to question it. In a world where anyone can create convincing fakes, critical thinking is your best defense. When a story like this goes viral, it doesn't just spread across social media, it explodes, ricocheting from one platform to another, gathering millions of views in a matter of hours. In the midst of this digital wildfire, fact-checkers spring into action. Their job is to slow the spread of misinformation before it takes root in the public consciousness. These professionals are trained to spot inconsistencies, to question what others might accept at face value, and to dig deeper than the surface-level narrative. They scrutinize every frame of the video, searching for subtle clues that might reveal the truth. Details like the style of architecture, the shape of lampposts, the types of trees lining the streets, and even the color and pattern of road markings become critical evidence. Sometimes it's a street sign in the background, a license plate, or the language on a billboard that gives away the real location. Fact-checkers know that even the smallest detail can unravel a big lie, but as they compare the video's details to images of Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso's capital, nothing matches. The buildings are different, the street layout is off, and the landmarks are nowhere to be found. The city in the video simply isn't Ouagadougou. The video itself is authentic, there's no evidence of digital manipulation or deepfakes, but the context in which it's being shared is completely fabricated. The story attached to the footage is misleading, designed to provoke strong reactions and spread confusion. After careful investigation, fact-checkers rate the claim as partly false. The footage is real, but it's not from where the caption claims. This distinction is crucial. While the video exists, its story has been twisted, misleading viewers about its origin and meaning. This is a textbook case of misattribution, a real video paired with a fake story. It's a subtle but powerful form of disinformation because the visuals are genuine, making the lie harder to spot. Instead of going through the trouble of creating a fake video, disinformation peddlers simply take existing footage and slap a new misleading caption on it. This tactic is quick, effective, and often goes unnoticed by unsuspecting viewers. The visuals are so convincing that most people don't question the story. They see what looks like undeniable evidence and accept the lie as truth, sharing it further and fueling the cycle of misinformation. It's like being shown a polar bear and told it's wandering the Sahara Desert. The animal is real, but the setting is absurd. Yet, when the story is told with confidence and compelling visuals, people are often willing to believe the impossible. Through careful analysis, the fact-checkers proved that the soldiers in the video aren't in West Africa at all. The evidence is clear, and the myth begins to unravel. This discovery is just the beginning. By exposing the truth behind the viral video, fact-checkers take the first step in unraveling a much larger web of misinformation, reminding us all to look twice before we believe what we see online. So, where was the video actually filmed? Enter geolocation. In today's digital age, it's easier than ever to manipulate stories and spread misinformation. But it's also easier than ever to uncover the truth, thanks to powerful tools and a global community of online sleuths. When the video first surfaced, it was accompanied by bold claims and dramatic headlines, but something didn't quite add up. That's when fact-checkers decided to dig deeper, using geolocation as their secret weapon. Fact-checkers analyze the background, unique gates, buildings, landmarks. They freeze frames, zoom in on tiny details, and compare them to thousands of images online. Every window, every street lamp, every tree becomes a clue. The process is meticulous, almost like detective work, and it requires patience and a sharp eye for detail. They spot a distinctive gate, the Queen Elizabeth Gate in Hyde Park, London. This ornate structure, with its unique design and unmistakable features, stands out as a landmark that can't be easily faked or mistaken for anywhere else in the world. That's right. The supposed North Korean commandos in Africa were actually marching in central London. The uniforms, the formation, and the setting all matched up with ceremonial events that regularly take place in the heart of the city. The soldiers were likely part of a ceremonial event, not a secret military operation. These parades are a common sight in London, drawing crowds of tourists and locals alike, and are often covered by the media. The London setting completely debunks the narrative of a clandestine African mission. Instead of a covert operation, what we're really seeing is a public celebration, hiding in plain sight, misrepresented for clicks and shares. This shows the power of open-source intelligence, using Google Maps and image matching to expose the truth. Anyone with an internet connection can join the hunt, piecing together evidence from public sources to challenge false narratives. Lies can travel fast, but digital breadcrumbs help the truth catch up. Every post, every image, every location tag leaves a trail that can be followed and verified, making it harder for hoaxes to go unchallenged. The London connection doesn't just disprove the claim, it exposes the lazy tactics behind viral misinformation. It's a reminder that not everything we see online is as it seems, and that a little skepticism goes a long way. With a few clicks, investigators dismantled an international hoax. Their work not only set the record straight but also inspired others to question, investigate, and share the real story. The real story was hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone to look a little closer, ask the right questions, and reveal the truth behind the viral video. So, what's the real relationship between Burkina Faso and North Korea? In 2023, Burkina Faso did resume diplomatic ties with North Korea, mostly as a symbolic move after tensions with Western partners. But diplomatic relations don't mean military alliances or commando deployments. There's no credible evidence of any military cooperation between the two nations. North Korea's involvement in Africa today is limited, mostly construction projects or small arms sales, not troops. The viral story took a tiny truth, diplomatic ties, and spun it into a wild military fantasy. If North Korea isn't involved, who is? The real foreign military presence in Burkina Faso comes from Russia. After breaking with France, Burkina Faso turned to Moscow, bringing in Russian military advisors and trainers. These operatives are part of the Africa Corps, a rebranded Wagner group now under Russian state control. Russia's support is part of a broader push for influence in the Sahel. Burkina Faso also buys Chinese military hardware, armored vehicles and equipment. So, while there are no North Korean commandos, Russian advisors and Chinese vehicles are shaping the country's defense. The real story is about Russia and China, not North Korea. Russia's Africa Corps isn't just in Burkina Faso, it's part of a regional strategy across the Sahel. After a wave of coups, military juntas in Mali, Niger and Burkina Faso kicked out French troops and welcomed Russian support. The Africa Corps offers military advisors, training and direct combat help, no lectures on democracy or human rights. But their methods are brutal, often fueling local resentment and worsening long-term instability. Russia gains political influence and access to resources like gold in exchange for security services. Misinformation, like the North Korea rumor, can distract from Russia's real activities. The chaos benefits those who want to operate in the shadows. Beneath the geopolitics is a devastating human crisis. Burkina Faso faces a violent insurgency by groups linked to Al-Qaeda and ISIS. Millions have been displaced, thousands killed, and entire regions are under militant control. The government controls only part of the country. Many areas are no-go zones. Displaced people live in dire conditions with little access to food or healthcare. In this chaos, rumors about foreign armies thrive. People cling to any story that offers hope or explanation. The real crisis is humanitarian, not about secret commandos. The security situation is so dire that the U.S. State Department has issued a do-not-travel warning for Burkina Faso. The risks, terrorism, kidnapping, violent crime, threats that can strike anywhere, anytime. The U.S. Embassy has limited ability to help citizens in trouble. This isn't about foreign commandos, it's about real, on-the-ground dangers. The travel advisory is a stark confirmation of the crisis. Burkina Faso is now one of the world's most dangerous places to visit. The warning is based on facts, not viral rumors. Why did the North Korean commando story go viral? In today's world, disinformation spreads fast, especially when it's dramatic and taps into our fears. Social media algorithms amplify sensational stories, pushing them to millions. Most people don't have time to fact-check, so compelling lies often beat boring truths. These hoaxes distort public understanding and can be used to distract from real issues, like Russia's growing influence. Debunking myths isn't just about correcting the record, it's about defending reality itself. Critical thinking and fact-checking are essential skills in the information age. The North Korean commando story is a case study in why facts matter, especially when lies